Hello everyone, I'm back today to share a journal with you, and this is a journal that I've made for myself, and this is my October daily, and it's the first time that I've joined in with October daily, and so I don't know how that will all go, but I'm going to try and write in it and fill it up as much as I can, and I'm going to be doing following the prompts that Pink Oddbird, who is April, she is going to be doing them from the 1st of October, and I'll link her video down below if you want to go and check out what she's been doing so far for October daily. So this is what I've come up with. In the UK, Halloween is not that big. Most people just have sort of Halloween parties, and so you can't get all the sort of like crafting stuff that you can in other countries, like in the US. So I've had to get a little bit creative with what I've done. So I had this piece of upholstery fabric, and it's got like a black leaf design on it, so it's really nice and squishy. And so I've used that, and this is a wraparound cover, and it measures 9 by 6.5. I just used a piece of ribbon here, which I've just wrapped around, and I've just put a few little beads on the end, and that just wraps around, and I just sewed that on here. This is a bit of a sort of a rustic journal. It hasn't come out too perfect. I was trying to not be so perfect. So, and then I've put a safety pin here with a little skeleton head, and this is a sort of I'm going to do more of a fun side of Halloween, rather sort of more just the spooky sort of fun type side, rather than the really dark, creepier sort of side to it. So we have a look inside. So it just wraps across here, and something that I've seen a lot of people doing, well, not lots of people, but a few people, I thought I would make a pen holder. So there's my pen, and I just stitched that around there, and that's sort of, it's got, you know, the whole journal's got a little bit of a rustic, rough look to it. All the edges are fraying. So I put some batting between the upholstery fabric, and this is just some tea dyed, it's actually a piece of like the lining from a curtain. So I've tea dyed that and sewed that onto the upholstery fabric. And I had some little pieces of Halloween fabric, so I've made a few little pockets which have been stitched, and we have a little tag here. This is from a series called Goosebumps, and I think it was a children's TV series that was in the 80s or early 90s. And so I used quite a lot of children's book pages in here. So it's fairly blank at the moment, but so obviously it's going to be filled right up. So I've got a little piece here that's from a children's book, and then this first page, this is from a book called Bugaboo Boggart, which I thought was really fun. I've got a piece of scrapbook paper, nice thick sort of cardstock, and I put a couple of pages from, this is a book about children's books. It was a book that it was sort of like a magazine book that I used to buy, which had a lot of interesting new children's books that were coming out. So this was an article about one particular book that says Master of the Haunted House. And I've just used a piece of tea dyed paper there and stitched just for a little journaling space, and that covers up the page a little bit. This is a page, this was an envelope. I don't know if you can see it very well. There were some envelopes that I laid on top of my paper when I was tea dyeing it, and the blue came out. So that's the first page of the Frankenstein book. Got another little page here from a children's book. This is another one from that magazine that's just advertising a book. This is from The Ghost of Windy Hill. That's a children's book. This is from Graphic 45, which I think is the Steampunk Spells. This is a piece of tea-dyed art paper. And I've just stitched here and made a little pocket. And that's a game card. Another page from a children's book. This is another piece of tea-dyed art paper. This is some architect's graph paper. And I've just made some little pockets. And in here we've just got a little postcard. That's another page from a book, children's book. And this is, I think, another card from a game. In fact, I think that could be from the Goosebumps game. It's probably a game that came out when the TV series came out. I've got another, I think this is a poetry page from a children's book. And then in the middle, I wanted to put this little piece because I just really loved the images there, and I thought they were really fun little characters. And that says The Dead Moon. Another children's book. And here we have a page from Beauty and the Beast. This is, I think someone sent me this in Happy Mail. I think that's a Tim Holtz frame. But I thought it had a little bit of a Halloween spooky look to it. Then I've got another page here about gargoyles. This is from an Enid Blyton book, children's book. We have another little pocket here. It's the other side of that book page. And then we have another little pocket here. That's a little vintage tea card with a bat on it. And that's another game card. That's the other side of that page that I showed you at the front. So I really liked advertising a couple of books. And I love that little spooky Halloween cat there. And then that's the back page. There we go. So that's it. What I will probably do is, I don't know if I'll do any more videos. I may do another one sometime in October, but I will be posting more photos and probably some little short flip throughs up on my Instagram, which is @LittleBirdCreations. So if you want to go over and check out there, I'll be, as I'm filling it up and writing in it, I'll be probably adding a lot more stuff over there. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.